is not the first person or second person they are doing this thing. Yeah, my people, I'm here with some of our brothers. I'm in Anambra State, or by Anambra State. It get waiting happen. How what do they call them? Anti-court. How they are maltreating Igbo youth bad. So you, what do you do? Come, bring that camera, make them see what they look at this place. Bring it close. What do they do you this thing?
With rubber.
Rubber.
Yeah. They use lighter to light plastic.
Plastic.
Yeah, and it was dropping on my body.
Just yeah, the louder voice.
Yeah, and it was dropping on my body.
You wait, then blink plastic and on it
lighter. Yeah,
lighter.
And it was dropping on my body.
Okay, this one.
Yeah, the same thing.
The same thing.
Yeah.
Jesus. Hey.
This is my phone.
Jesus.
This one is my phone. Yeah, it's hammer.
Hammer. Okay, they use hammer.
Yeah, they use hammer on my.
This one.
Yeah, the same thing.
The same thing.
They use hammer on my knee.
They use hammer.
Yeah. The same thing. Yeah.
This thing.
Yeah.
Which day where this thing happened?
The same day.
Yesterday.
Yeah.
Yesterday. This one.
Yeah.
Okoloba.
Yeah.
Then you.
Yeah, I was with only boxers.
Only boxers.
Yeah.
Remove your clothes. Let them see what happened to you. So this is what Igbo youths are going through in Igbo land. Remove it. Jesus. Hey. Jesus.
Remove it entirely.
Remove it. What in they do with this thing? Jesus. Waiting. Turn. So wait, just wait.
Hey.
Jesus
Christ of Nazareth.
So this is what anti-court. This is what waiting anti-court. Enugu did to our brother. This is not the first person or second person they are doing this thing. They do this thing to many people. They complain why they receive about this anti-court. They many. I receive many complain how they are maltreating innocent Igbo youth. When they will arrest you, they will take you to their cell, torment you.
Force you to agree that you are a cultist.
Look at.
Force them to agree that they are smoking in their hemp.
You will hear from them. So, my brother, turn. So tell the people, waiting be your friend. Why those anti-court do this thing to you?
Not to know. I came back from. I went to do evening training. So I came back from my evening training. So I took my shower because there was no light. I went to my neighbor's house to go and charge my phone. So I was coming downstairs. I met them at the staircase. So they asked me where is my flat. I took them to my flat. I was explaining to them that I was married. I have a child. So they saw my baby's wardrobe, my hanger and everything. Then they said I have to accompany them to the station. They took the lighter that I used to on my gas for exhibit that I should come to the station. So I was trying to explain to them, what did I do? Why are you trying to take me to the station by this time of the night? And they didn't even explain to me that the Nigerian police or the anti-court. And they were with mask and black clothes with sparks on the face. So I couldn't differentiate the meaning of it. So I was trying to struggle because the insecurity in the country is much. I was trying to struggle with them. So they had to, force me, and most of them use hammer on my hand, and
I see the wound.
Punches on my eyes. They're matching me boots all over my body. So then they took me to the station.
Where?
Aguoka. In Oka. Yes.
Anti-court.
Yes.
Aguoka in Oka. Enugu.
Yes.
They took you to that place.
Yeah.
So when they took you to that place, when did they release you?
They didn't give me access to my phone. Mm-hmm. They didn't allow me to call my wife or my people to notify them where I was, because they took me around that kind after 9. So during when they brought me out, that was in the morning. They gave us our phone to make calls so that the people that will send us money will like for us to communicate with our people so that they will send us money for our release. So before then they tortured me.
I see the wound.
They handcuffed my hand with my leg. They bound my hand and my leg.
This is what Igbo youth are going through in Igbo land.
My leg and my hand together. Then they were flogging me knife on my back.
It's not a kidnapper.
Very terrible.
It's not a criminal.
Very terrible.
I was at my home.
It's not a kidnapper. It's not a criminal.
So what did they accuse you in that station?
Nothing. Just
what did the talk say you do?
Nothing. Just that they saw light in my house, and I don't even know. They didn't even accuse me of major something that I did. But when we got to the station, they were trying to accuse me of that I'm a smoker. I should admit that I'm smoking. That was the reason.
Okay, they asked you to admit that you're
I'm
smoking.
But when they
Okay.
arrested me, they didn't arrest me with any smoke, any contraband or something.
So they forced you to agree that
yeah,
you are
yeah,
smoking.
yeah.
Okay.
I refused. That's why they.
Okay,
locked
they
me and
force you
banned
to
me.
agree the smoking.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's why they beat him.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Not a kidnapper, not a criminal.
I'm not-
But look at what Igbo youth are going through in Igbo land. And this thing must stop in Igbo land. Not only in Oba, but in Newi, in different places.
Even in Oka,
Even in Oka.
Onisha,
Onitsha.
our people are complaining.
Our youth are complaining. How Nigerian, what do they call them, police or
Yes, anti-court is aspect of Nigerian
anti-court,
police.
yes, Nigerian police. How they are treating Igbo youth is not good. They cannot try this in the northern part of Nigeria.
They can never.
They cannot try this in the northern part of Nigeria. They will see youth, they will carry them. And without that person doing anything, they will took it to the motor. Him, that person will return back to go to hospital. That person will pay money to release himself. How much do they collect from you?
80,000.
80,000
Okay, after the auto, they
After
80,000.
80,000 from
Do you have the receipt?
Do you have the
Yeah,
receipt?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay, okay.
So
okay.
they release you, go back.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Look at what Igbo youth are going through in Igbo land.
Okay,
They
after,
can't try this in the north.
of course,
It's too much, and this thing must stop in Igbo land.
it must stop.
Okay, you, my brother. So, he said that the other person, when you could drop or somebody.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. The order of my friend that was going to his house to charge my phone. So on getting downstairs, I noticed that his gen is already off. So I felt like maybe he has already off the generator. So on me getting back, they were telling me that he jumped from two-story building when he was trying to run from them. And
Escape from them.
Yeah, to escape from them. Then he broke his waist and his leg.
Okay.
So that's why he couldn't make it to like. To
Okay,
this
to
place.
come here.
Yeah, yeah.
And
Yeah.
in that side, you see many youth that place.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. We are like 12.
12, that
Yeah.
particular day.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay.
And those people where they carry, do you communicate with them?
Yeah, yeah.
What will be their offense when they commit?
Nothing. Even on our way going, they saw someone standing on the street.
Stand on the street.
They started pushing the person and they caught the guy and then carried the guy to the cell. He paid around that kind of 100,000 to come out.
Oh, what is happening in Igbo land? What is happening in Igbo land? It's too much. Please, this is IGO police should know what to do about this.
Yes.
It's too much.
Inspector General of Police.
It's too much. What is happening?
Tunji
somebody's moving.
Lewan Disu. We are calling you on this.
So somebody's moving there and carry that person, put your motor, carry him. What is all this? My brother, so what happened to you?
On a Tuesday night, yeah, I was at my friend's place charging my phone. So I was about to go to my place. So they just stopped. They carried 3 bikes. So they stopped and they started questioning me. Small time, they just carry their boss and carry me go to their station.
Enugu.
Enugu, yeah. On the morning, they didn't release us that day. On the morning time, they just brought us inside the compound of the police station. So they were forcing us, because we are many, they were forcing us to agree on what we are not doing. So because I tell them, they asked me what am I doing, I tell them say that I'm doing music, because I'm a music artist.
Okay, you're a musician.
Yeah. So I was trying to explain it to them. So they go through my phone, they saw just white picture, because my phone I used to download some page and post. Normally I'm doing content also. So they saw it and they started flogging me with the machete.
Machete?
Yes, they flogged me. Even many people around me, they carry that night, so they flog us. Small time, they release us, but I use 50K.
50K?
Yeah.
Wait. 50K? Release yourself? Yes. So then took you to the station. They came here in Oba and
Took me to the...
took you to the Enugu, what do they call that place?
Anti-court Enugu.
Okay, anti-court Enugu. Yeah. And you pay yourself with 50,000 naira.
Yes.
Without any serious tangible something.
Yes.
My brother, you.
This thing happened on Monday evening, I think so, or night, anything.
Today's date is what, please?
Today is 28.
28th of March 2026.
So they're
okay. Oh, yeah.
On Monday night, around 9 to 10, I was coming back from my mom. Immediately, I'm getting to my house. I saw a yellow bus. I thought that they are workers going home. So I was passing. They said that I should enter inside motor. I was asking what is going on, what happened. They said I should enter motor. I should stop questioning them. So they took my phone from me and took my bike. From there, they took me to the station. I slept there. The following morning, they brought me out with the other people. They took me and them. So after everything, they was asking me if I'm a fraudster, and I told them that I'm not a fraudster. I'm into business. I'm learning electrical.
Lower your voice.
I'm learning electrical.
Yes.
So they said that I'm lying, that I'm a fraudster. from there, they said that I'm not going anywhere, that I'm going to bail myself with 300. They first said that I'm going to bail myself with 2 million. I asked them, where can I get that such of amount? That I did not have that kind of amount in my account self. I did not have any money. That I will call my mom self to send me money to bail myself because I don't know my offense. They said that I'm lying, that I'm into fraudsters. So after everything, they said that I will pay 300. If I do not pay 300,000, they will leave me there. That's what happened.
That was happened. But how much you later pay?
I paid 262,000.
So after you pay the money, they release you.
Yes, sir.
And they pick you from the load where they go, where they light your machine. They go, they stop you, carry you.
Carry me just like that.
Carry you. Wait. Okay, they leave the machine that place.
They took my bike.
Okay, you and your bike, all two of you, then carry two of you, put for motor.
Yes, sir.
Carry you, go to their station.
Yes, sir.
You pay yourself 262,000 naira.
Yes, sir.
My brother, my sister, I'm not against government to do their work. No. I'm not against police to do their work. But this is evil. The complaint is too much. Thousands of Igbo youth in Anambra State are suffering. Thousands of them are suffering. Why? In anything in Igbo land, they're different. This kind of thing cannot happen in the northern part of Nigeria. If this thing happen, the Aliwa youth, the northern part of Nigerian youth, they will rise up and rebuke this evil they are doing. This is getting out of hand. And we must stand against this. So I'm calling the Anambra State Governor, Governor Soludo. Please, sir, do something about this. Complain and wanted by Sali Hendo, anti-court and all this police in the too much. All the too much. I'm not against for them to do their work. If they do their work, let them do good work. Let them stop bad work. Bad work is too much. They use our youth to make money. Not only making money, they will give them serious injury in their body. They will give them serious injury in their body.
How are you sure they are not even killing some of them?
What is happening?
This type of maltreatment, maybe they are killing some.
Actual police, please. You should stand up and do something about this. It's too much. Poor people are crying. If you speak out, they will try to silence the person that is speaking. My brother, what happened? Come close, please. Okay.
I came back from the village on Monday, so I was sitting in my house in the night. It was that kind 8 o'clock in the midnight. So I heard noise on my door. I was like, "Who is that?" They start breaking my door, and they were like, "Everybody should lie down." I was like, as I was like coming out from my parlor, the other one hit you. So all of them said that they were like saying that we should lie down. I was like, who are you people? So later, the other one said that it's police, that we should calm down. But before then, they are hitting my brother, even my girlfriend that is in my house.
Your brother?
Yes.
Your brother? Yeah. How old?
No, my boy is like 15 years.
Okay, that boy, where you tell me they're small?
Yes.
That boy, 15 years old boy.
Yes, sir.
What's in the face of the boy?
Nothing.
Nothing, you're just the guy.
Yes.
And with your girlfriend?
My girlfriend. So they start searching my house. They collected my power bank. They stole my gold. And even I have the receipt of all those things that I'm telling you. They collected my power bank and my gold. Then after that, they said that we should move to the vehicle. So they carry us to Enugu. So it was later the next day, on Tuesday, that they brought us out. And they were like forcing us to agree that we are a cultist. So I was telling them I'm not a cultist. They said that me and my brother should go inside the cell back. They said that we should go inside the cell back. Then later he brought me out. He said that I'm going to settle. I was like, okay, how much? He said that I'm going to pay them 5 million.
5 million?
Yes. He said that I'm going to pay them 5 million. So I was like telling them I don't have such an amount, because I did not know what I did. So they said we should go inside the cell back. So later in the evening, towards that kind 5 o'clock, they brought us out. They were like that I should pay 450,000. Then I paid 400. I transferred 450,000. They said that I will bill my phone 100,000. I transferred 100,000.
Hey, Igbo you too.
100,000. They said that I should bill my bike to 50,000. So I transferred 50,000. Then POS charges 10,000, making it 610,000. That was what I paid before I come out on Tuesday.
So the offense where they commit, we say you there for your house. They come to your house. Brother, 15 years old boy,
and my
girlfriend. Then take you to the session and take your gold and all this thing.
Yes, I didn't get the gold back. I did not get the gold.
You don't get the gold back. How much do you buy the gold?
408 something thousand.
Please see. What is happening in Igbo land there? What is happening in Igbo land? What is happening in Igbo land? What is
Good people of Ndi Igbo, I'm greeting all of you. As you can see, you will see about 4 youths with me. You must have heard them complaining what Anti-Court did to them. Of course, Anti-Court from Enugu in Anambra State. Very terrible. Very terrible that there is a plan to displace Igbo youth in Igbo land. There is a serious plan to displace Igbo youth in Igbo land. And on this note, I'm calling on Governor Charles Chukwuma Soludo, the governor of Anambra State. Yes, you may not be aware of this, but now we are bringing it to your notice. The issue is this. The question is this. Is it a crime to be an Igbo youth in Anambra State?
No.
The level of intimidation our brothers are going through Anti-Court, Nigerian police from Enugu, Anambra State. I don't know whether there is a place they made an agreement that Igbo youth must be displaced from Anambra State. You arrested these guys. You couldn't place anything on them. You couldn't say, okay, this is what they did. You took them to your station. You started accusing them of being internet fraudsters. Okay, supporting their internet fraudsters. How did you carry your investigation? After your investigation, why did you go to court? The next thing, you started hitting them. Like this very young man, if he removed his clothes, if this young man removed his clothes, oh my God, even people at war in Iran cannot suffer this type of mess. So what are we saying? All the Anambra State politicians, we are getting fed up. We are tired of this mess. We can no longer continue to keep quiet. If you want to work like a police officer, but this type of brutal treatment to our people, we will no longer condone it. If I say you are pushing us to the wall, I'm a liar. You have pushed us to the wall. So, like I was saying, we will no longer keep quiet. We will no longer watch ourselves being brutalized this way, and we maintain calm. We have lost patience already. If we're telling you we're losing patience, we are lying. This nonsense cannot happen in the north. And on this note, we're also calling the Inspector General of Police, Inspector Rewan Tinju Disu. Please, we are not stopping your men from working. But if they went to arrest somebody, okay, this is what they commit. You do it with proper investigation. You take them to court. Then court is to decide whichever punishment they will take. But this type of adoption, because to me this is not arrest. You took them. You beat them to agree that they are internet fraudsters, that they are smoking in their hemp. You understand? Then after everything, you force them out of torture. Out of torture, they agreed. Now you collected 600,000 from them, 1,000,000, 200,000, 100,000. It is nothing but kidnapping. This type of people behaving like carnivorous animals, we won't tolerate it within Nigerian police. All the uniform men in this attitude, so, sir, we are calling on you. Investigate them. Investigate Enugu. Investigate Enugu Anti-Court. Investigate them. Bring all the officers to justice. They are not above the law. This kidnapping they are doing, we will not condone it. In Achimos, you did not take them to court to prosecute them. You took money from them with all these injuries and sent them away. That is equivalent to what kidnappers are doing. And we, the Igbo youth, will no longer keep calm. We must rise. We must rise. And I'm calling on all Anambra youths. You must rise. The weakness is too much. Because we are weak, they have been doing this. But from today, we will no longer be weak. If it is a protest, we march to Soludo's office.